Hey guys, so I wanted to start this little video series on YouTube, learning to pen spin because I feel like a lot of beginners who want to get into pen spinning don't know where to go. Like for me, when I was a beginner, I just happened to know a friend that just knew the thumb round, which is a very basic pen trick that you can learn. It's one of the first ones that most people do learn or try to learn. But then after that, I had no clue where to go. And so I just looked on YouTube and I just tried every single trick. It was not very fun experience for me because I had no clue where I was going. And then the Universal Pen Spinning Board actually was being redone, and so all the previous threads were lost and they weren't archived. So I didn't have that to look forward to either. And so I wanted to start this series so people who are trying to learn how to pen spin have a place to go and kind of have like a good base of what to learn and what order they should learn it in. I'm not going to be covering every single pen trick in pen spinning. I'm pretty much going to be covering all the fundamentals and kind of most popular pen tricks that there are, and from there I'm probably just going to stop. I mean, I might continue if it gets popular enough and more people request it. But continuing on, I'm going to be going based off of Dust Kid's chart for pen spinning, based off of what he created in 2008. There was a previous one before this, but I'm just going to use the most recent. This is a very good tool for what order you should learn things in. It's not exactly, it's just a chart of like what trick connects to what tricks are very similar, what kind of builds off another, and it tells you fundamentals, hybrids, and combos, and then just other basic tricks. I'll put this in the description below. You guys can look at it later. You'll notice that when I'm making these videos that they're going to be very similar to what this is going to be following. I'm not going to be covering all of it, mostly because I don't know like 50% of it, and because I don't think I need to cover most of it, because if you get to the point where you know quite a few tricks, learning new tricks becomes a lot easier and you'll be able to pick it up quite fast. So there's not much of a need to create videos then, unless people really do request it. And so, um, first of all, pen spinning, um, it's a very lengthy hobby that you would get into. It's not something that's very quick to learn, very easy to learn. Um, a lot what most people say in pen spinning is to learn patience, persistence, and practice. It's takes a very long time to get to learn tricks, especially as you're a beginner, and I think that's the one thing that keeps people from learning to pen spin is the fact that they just can't do it and it takes a really long time. So once you get over the obstacle of getting the motivation down to actually learning to pen spin, it will become a lot easier for you to actually keep going and then getting better and better. So basically, you need to find your motivation to pen spin. Once you get that, you can move on to finding what type of pen exactly you need to use in order to pen spin. For beginners, it's best to go with something probably long and light. The light part is probably key for most beginners, mostly because your fingers aren't exactly strong enough to handle anything that's heavy. So that's why you want to avoid anything like a Buster CYL or anything like that, because they are heavier mods and therefore people who've been spinning a lot longer. So if you've been if you're a beginner, one thing you could do is just buy a pack of Pinto RSVP, a pen set, and that is actually a really good beginner's pen because it's really cheap, really affordable. You can find it in almost any store, and it's really easy to just make into a quick pen mod. So basically, all you do is you take your Pinto RSVP, unscrew the end of it, and when you unscrew it, the ink tube will actually come out along with it. Just take that out, put it anywhere you want. You basically don't need it. Screw the cap back on, and then put the pen cap at the end. And there you go. You have a really simple and easy to use pen mod. It's pretty light for beginners. It might be a little heavier than what people might be used to, but it's actually a really good beginner's pen. I know when I try pen spinning, I try creating this like makeshift pen. It wasn't actually that great. I had to like glue it down and whatnot. It has like two pennings inside of it because I don't know, I thought it'd be cool or something like that. So that's a really good pen. Pencil RSVP is a really good pen mod to just stick with. You can learn plenty of tricks with it, with including like the thumb around, because that's the very first trick I'm going to be teaching. I think it's the best first trick to learn. If you really want to like buy a pen from somewhere that's specifically made for pen spinning only, Penwish has some mods that are extremely light, some beginner mods, but I wouldn't recommend immediately going and buying some of them because first of all, you might not be 100% sure if you actually want a pen spin or if like you're going to be into pen spinning. Like you might have motivation now, but will you have motivation later is the problem. So, but if you really do want to buy something, first of all, then they're not exactly cheap. Pens on Penwish are kind of expensive a little bit. You can buy a metal Comsa. That is around like $7 now, I think. And then you can buy this pen, which is actually a really light pen. It's called the Namae mod. It actually looks pretty nice. It's rather light. Might be heavier than what other people might expect. But they're just kind of good beginner mods. They're a little bit heavier, so just go at your own discretion. I'm not one to judge. It's based on personal preference. So basically, once you get your pen, I'll put the link in Penwish on the description below. So once you get your pen, you're ready, and you have your motivation, you're ready to learn your first trick, and that'll be the next video. Each video after this will be exactly in order of what I think would be the best trick to learn next. So the first one is going to be the thumb around, very simple. Then finger pass, Sonic, charge, thumb around reverse, all that fun stuff. So you can now start learning to pen spin. So like I said, I'm going to be following this chart somewhat, not to like the exact degree because they do leave out some tricks that I think is kind of key to learn, or just a pen that is actually a pen trick that's kind of useful to learn, and it's pretty easy to learn. So yeah, that's basically it. The next video will be featuring the thumb around. I'll probably be covering a little bit more aspects about pen spinning in case I forgot about it. And so I'll see you guys next time.